I shaved my beard and got the oatmeal out of it, so... Ready to go. All right, our next feature of the show is, I believe, our space report with Pete Goldie. Pete is an expert and amateur astronomer, and he will tell you things about space which will astound and bore you with his mellifluous tones and his proper facts. Although I understand we have another amateur astronomer in the house tonight, so Pete, you will be fact-checked by another astronomer here, so I will be checking with him periodically to make sure that you're not full of shit. So everyone, without further ado, let's bring up the one, the only, thank God, Pete Goldie, everyone.
That's right. Get back into your seat there, Juan Rapido.
He's coming.
Oh, look, the moon's coming up.
I see it.
That's Photoshop.
That's real. That's really happening. This happened last night. This was filmed last night by my friend Rick Baldridge down at, that's the Lick Observatory on Mount Hamilton, south of here. And it was full moon last night, so he got a camera out, just like everyone. That's unbelievable. This never happened.
Officially a party.
Not a part of the show.
Mazel tov.
Thank you.
No problem. You didn't spill the Fernet. The show can go on.
Don't go near that stuff. I think that's radioactive.
Yes, I believe you're correct.
I'm gonna have to throw
We'll be
those
fixing
titties
that up
away.
soon.
While we're getting ready, you know, I don't really like following Kate Will. You know why?
Why?
She's funny.
She's funny.
She's got talent.
No, Kate Will. You know, Kate and I go back so far that I
How far
took
do
her.
you go?
You know how far back we go? I stole her ex-boyfriend.
It's true.
It's true, and he's now part of a radio show on that Sherilyn's also in. Sherilyn Connolly.
Hey, I'm on that.
Over there. It's called Nose Hairline Clan on Radio Valencia. And Juan Rapido happens to be comptroller of the whole Radio Valencia enterprise, if he ever returns to the show.
He ran away.
He ran away because of the radioactivity?
Because of
I'm
the
pretty sure he couldn't
But there's no radioactivity on the Ask Dr. Hal questions. Not much. You can still hand them out to the audience.
These are good.
You know lava lamps?
Tell us about it.
Lava lamps are made from real lava people.
Lava people. Oh my god.
Real lava people. Yeah.
Lava people never see a lava.
Did the moon just go down?
Yay!
Did the moon go down again?
We have 3 moons now. Where have you been?
Oh.
We're on Tatooine.
It goes up, goes
Juan
down.
Rapido, welcome back to the Ask Dr. Hal show.
I was just sorry about that. Just a terrible mess, and
Oh goodness.
oh goodness, I know.
So when the owner says, "Oh goodness," what does
Sorry,
that mean?
Jim.
Here, you hold this.
There,
We'll get this all fixed up.
3 people at work at it. Great, and one of them's the owner.
This is just like an Andy Kaufman sketch.
Yeah, I'm funny and awkward.
And never ending.
All right.
That lava lamp
One.
was a collector item.
Okay, let's talk about space, everyone.
Yeah.
This is last night, the full moon rising over the Lick Observatory on Mount Hamilton.
Again.
The space science report.
Oh, so no more of the moon?
Yeah, we're done with the moon.
We're done with the moon?
How many moons do you need?
All of them.
There you go.
Thanks.
There we go. Yes, it's the
All
Ask Dr. Hal show. Ace Science Repo.
Repo.
What about it?
This is a picture of, well, what you can see there. Maybe I better show actually what we have going on here. On this is not a throwaway image. This is taken by the Cassini orbiter around Saturn. This is the edge of Saturn, the limb of Saturn. Here's the rings of Saturn, the outermost F ring, excuse me. And in this interesting image, you can also see down there.
That's us.
Yeah, that's us. That's Earth. The pathetic little Earth with our huge problems. 6+ billion people complaining about everything, stopping Congress. And, you know, if our orbiter had feelings, it would probably feel sad about what's going on here. But it's an indifferent robot powered by plutonium, and it just doesn't care. It'll take the picture and send it back, whether we're here to receive the picture or not. There it is. And as you know, some bad things have happened lately to NASA.
Repo.
Bad things have happened to NASA since October 1st.
Oh, no.
That's right. If you try to go to nasa.gov for the past 17 days or so, for the 1st of October until the 16th, or even into the 17th, they said, sorry, we're closed. They were very unhappy about that. How much was NASA shut down? How much?
80%.
How much was NASA shut down?
80%.
Oh,
90. Oh, boy. 98% of NASA was furloughed.
That's what I said.
It was the most furloughed of all government agencies. They kept a few things running. What did they keep running? Well, you might ask, what would they keep running? Of course, they kept the space station running. They didn't deorbit our astronauts. They kept them up there. And most of the critical missions did continue running because why? Actually, NASA does not operate most of the missions. They're operated under contract by universities, such as JPL is run by the California Institute of Technology down in Pasadena. They get a contract from NASA and they do things, keep it running there. The Applied Physics Laboratory runs a lot of planetary missions at Johns Hopkins. These institutions budgeted money and kept spending money in lieu of the federal money they should have been receiving and kept all these things operating. However, did any space missions stop there? What about missions that are about to get going, which they weren't running yet? One of those most important missions is the MAVEN mission. That's going to go to Mars. It's supposed to be launched in a couple of weeks from now. And the critical thing is not this mission, particularly the science that's going to happen for it. Here it is in a clean room having a photo op and a bunch of bunny people are taking pictures of it. Before it gets, it's already actually in Cape Canaveral being bundled into the fairing to go to Mars. They decided that it's important to launch this was on date. They declared this one essential mission and kept that preparation running, not for the science, but because on board this spacecraft is a radio relay. And without that radio relay, should there be any problem with the radio relays currently operating on the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter or the Mars Express Orbiter or the other orbiter that's up there.
Okay, keep it moving along here.
Whoa. Do you know this is the fourth image? There's 30 images.
Oh, good. Well, that's it.
broken
My
down
house
the
is-
horse.
And now I have to stop and explain to you how many images I have.
Let's just keep going here.
Slowly,
Half in space.
while I tell you about it. Yes, well anyway, they have a relay, a radio relay on here that's essential to the Curiosity rover. And other things. Hey Jim, love your place. Thanks for inviting
I'm so
us.
glad we had this time
Here
together.
we go. Let's hear it for Jim, everyone.
Thank you, Carol.
So yes, they're continuing on, and they're going to launch this thing in the launch window begins in the first or second week in November. What about missions that they just launched? In fact, they launched the day before I came to the last Ask Dr. Al show. In September, they launched a mission
A frog.
to the moon with a frog, which also launched the LADEE mission. It's a lunar atmosphere and dust environment experiment. And that mission there was to enter the moon's orbit the day the furlough started, the day they shut down the government. Well, did it get into moon's orbit? Yes, they considered that essential enough again because they already spent the money. They decided to continue.
What's the frog's name?
The frog is dead.
Hi,
Dead
Dad.
frog.
The dead frog.
What was the dead frog's name?
Dad.
Astro.
Make it up, Petey.
Astro frog.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome.
How did they get this thing in orbit? I thought you'd like to know. Because they did not have a powerful enough rocket to push that thing all the way directly to the moon. So they sent it out in highly elliptical orbits. It actually did 4 orbits. This was the first elliptical orbit around. If you're looking up from the pole of the Earth and looking down, the first big orbit swings around, second big orbit swings around, third orbit actually intersects the orbit of the moon, and then the fourth orbit actually goes in. And now we're going to show you a video of it being captured by the
Captured by Beecher.
lunar moon. Here it comes. There's LADEE approaching in a rotating way that all of the solar panels are illuminated. It's getting plenty of power there. And then it starts circling around. Here you see it, another animation. For some reason, it's leaving a green line behind it. Well, it will be a highly elliptical orbit. It will fly right around it back to the Earth if it would not fire its rockets to slow down. And at the apogee of the orbit, it slows, and then it slows down again. And very quickly, it will circularize around the moon. It's going to work for 100 days, then they're going to crash it into the moon.
Build a robot.
I promise they will do that. As soon as I find the button on this.
That's terrible for the
Do you want
frog.
these? Does that help?
And the robot.
Oh, thank you. That was a red line. There. What about other spacecraft that are doing critical maneuvers, such as the Juno spacecraft? This thing was launched about a year ago, on the 9th of October. While the government was shut down, it had a critical flyby of Earth. And I'm going to show you that orbit here of that. There you go. Here it is being launched from Earth. and it flies out into space. It goes past the orbit of Mars. It goes into the asteroid belt. And is it going to reach Jupiter up there? No, actually it falls back toward Earth. Yeah, slowly coming back. Earth's spinning around here, all our little problems, all our missed appointments, all our misconnections on Craigslist. And that continues on. And Juno comes around, and just happened that October 9th, also, it had a flyby of Earth, which it got a gravity boost, and is now going off to meet up with Jupiter, which will be there in a couple of years. And when it gets there, boy, you're going to love the things that I'm going to show you about this mission on that. You're going to really like it a lot.
Will you still be alive then?
A couple of years from now? I'm hoping. Not only that, I also have... Really, no, they said it's curable. I'm going to be okay.
I just thought you were so old that you wouldn't make it that long.
No, that's not going to kill me. It's the lava lamp stuff.
Oh yeah, well that's going to kill all of us.
Yeah, we're sorry about that. By the way, this mission, you know, we used to have the Cassini orbiter here during the Ask Dr. Hal show, a paper orbiter that we suspended and used to shine the lasers at and have a lot of fun. The Juno spacecraft also has a paper model. Who would like to make the Juno spacecraft paper model? Who would like that?
I will.
I'm going to give. Yes, you. Come on up here. Come
We
on
have a
up
volunteer.
here.
We have a lucky volunteer.
Yes, walk all the way up
Not if you have to
through.
careful
Walk by this spilled lava there. This is actually not the paper model because it's the written on the bottom of that is the URL where you can download it. There. Yeah, go. That's it. Yeah, go take your seat. I'm done with you. There you go.
By the next Ask Dr. Hal show, please have your paper model ready for review.
Yeah, in 1 month I'd like that. You see, I didn't print it. I don't have any heavy cardstock to print on, you know, and it takes a lot of ink. You know those inkjet printers.
Have you seen Gravity?
Look on the look. No, Hal, I haven't seen Gravity. Thank you very much. There. I understand it's a movie.
How much of it is true?
Gravity? I haven't seen Gravity. I really haven't seen Gravity. Believe
No
me.
spoilers, please.
They said it should be called Angular Momentum.
Okay.
But yeah, I was going to say, Neil deGrasse Tyson has had an opinion about gravity. Therefore, you've seen it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe. I think all these people are more interested in George Clooney and Sandra Bullock in Gravity.
Tell us what you think about gravity.
I haven't seen Gravity. I haven't seen Gravity. Okay.
You haven't
All
seen
right.
me.
Okay. Everyone.
Have you seen that gravity?
Oh yeah, gosh.
Yeah, I've seen that
That's great. You guys are hilarious.
one.
How about comedy?
You know, that's the opposite of Gravity. You know that? By the way, there was something else that was closed down during the government shutdown.
What?
Astronomy Picture of the Day, which is on a NASA server, was not shown.
Oh.
So from the 1st through
Kitty pictures, though.
the 17th, there was no Astronomy Picture of the Day. However, believe it or not, Astronomy Picture of the Day, though it resides on a NASA server, is not done by paid NASA employees. It's done by volunteers. It's real professional astronomers,
Suckers.
amateur astronomers. They give their own time, they pick a picture, they put a caption, they put it up on the NASA server. Guess what? They kept accumulating all of those pictures all during the government shutdown.
Show them really fast.
I'm going to show those to you real fast. There you go. Oh, by the way, these are pictures taken by Juno, the spacecraft, as it came around, swung by the moon. And there it is, took a picture of the moon
Photoshop.
as it swung by
That's
the Earth.
amazing.
And then it went off to Jupiter. We're going to actually get into, oh no, we're going to see an animation. This is taken from Earth of the Juno spacecraft going by, and we're done with that. We're going on to Astronomy Picture of the Day.
Fascinating.
Whoa.
There it is. There's the first one. This is filaments of the Vela supernova remnant, number 2 there. These are all of the spectral colors of the sun. If you
Totally gay.
if you split up the colors of the sun, you see all these lines. These are the elements.
I've seen it in the Castro.
That's Photoshop.
It's the rainbow flag, man.
It's really there's a lot of diversity in our sun. You see all
I
these
think
lines?
it looks like
Heavy
unicorn
elements.
vomit.
Very nice. Oh yes, M106, close up. Yes, this is a giant spiral galaxy about 50 million light years away. How about the densest galaxy we know of? Here it is,
Pink Floyd.
M60.
Now, don't be so insulting.
Well, that's actually
Holy
a
galaxy.
tiny little galaxy. Here is a dense, giant elliptical galaxy.
It's not its
Also
fault.
about 55 million light years away from
How do you know it's not? How do you know it's tiny? It may just be far away.
It might be slow, but not dense.
It might. I'm going to get to that in the last picture.
That's a good question.
That is.
I can't wait.
It's a really good question. And
Yeah.
the aurora.
That's Photoshop.
That's right, the October aurora. This was taken this month during a government shutdown. How do you like that? the Hubble took this picture of an active galaxy. It's actually spewing out things from a giant supermassive black hole in the center of this galaxy. Guess what? Comet Ison. Everyone's talking about Comet Ison. It's gonna be bigger than Halley's Comet. It's gonna be incredible as soon as it gets here next year, isn't it? Gonna be. Maybe we'll talk about that more later. How about the Bubble Nebula and M52? Yeah, Bubble Nebula is right there. Oh, this is called ARC 94. It's a large spiral galaxy interacting with another smaller spiral galaxy.
Scott, is that true?
Sure.
Just checking.
M78, all these messier objects we're going to do.
We have quality
Here we have
control.
Stardust and Starlight coming on together. Astronomy picture of the day for October 11th, edge-on spiral galaxy. Isn't that beautiful? You can get a free picture every day thanks to a NASA server. Oh yes, these are called cometary globules. They're not comets.
Ew.
They're not really globules. They're actually huge dust clouds in space. Hale-Bopp, remember Hale-Bopp? Now that was a comet. That was a comet. Look at the blue ion trail and the white dust trail.
Hale-Bopp, not Hale-Bopp.
1997, how many billions of years ago did that thing come around?
80.
That's right.
Didn't Hanson sing a song about that?
Who's Hanson?
Who burned?
Now this is an analemma. Who knows what an analemma is? That's an analemma. That's if you take a picture of an object every day as time goes on. This is taking a picture at high noon in Azerbaijan of the sun at high noon. Just to show you, it's not in the same spot every day. In fact, everyone thinks the sun is at the highest point of the sky at high noon every day. It's only if you're on the equator during the equinox. But if you take a picture every day, you'll get a figure 8 pattern. It's
trying to kill us.
trying to kill us.
It looks like a news.
Yeah, exactly. The sun wants to hang us.
There, I thought you'd like that. This is the Great Carina Nebula. There, I can't see it from where I'm sitting, but I'm sure it's beauty. 3 galaxies in the constellation Draco.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow.
Edge on, not edge on, another spiral. These you can easily see with about a 10-inch Dobsonian telescope.
Dobson.
And finally, the last image that you missed on Astronomy picture of the day is this one. This is the star Regulus, the planet Mars, and up there, that's the same damn comet Ison that you saw earlier on. And it's turning out to be a huge disappointment, like so many other things like this show. And it's not going to be as bright as everyone pretended it was going to be, but there's going to be other comets. Wait around, they will come on, they will be fun. But just so you know, of these 3 objects, what's the closest thing?
The smallest.
Comet.
The comet. What's the second closest thing?
The
Your
comet.
mom.
The medium.
The Mars.
Boom.
And the third closest thing?
Wait, what?
The star. And what is the 4th closest thing here? The farthest thing you can barely see.
Yes.
It's actually that, there's a galaxy right there. You see that little fuzz there?
No.
Yeah, that's millions of light years away. So here you have a few astronomical units away, a few hundred million kilometers away, a few dozen of light years away, and many light years away. And let's wrap it up. It's Halloween.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my daughter, I went to a Halloween party today. She was a pirate. That's Daria. Bye.
Thanks, Pete. Let's hear it for Pete, everyone. For the space report. Thank you. Let's hear it for Pete one more time for the space report. It's amazing he can sit there because he never studied the law of gravity.